So we came over the bridge from Discovery Island. Now, if we were to head straight, that would head us into the heart of DinoLand U.S.A. As you can see, there's a sign over there welcoming us to DinoLand U.S.A. But let's head over to the left and head towards the Theater in the Wild real quick. So we came straight from that way. Now, before you get to the actual entrance for Finding Nemo the Musical, off back here at the exit for Finding Nemo the Musical is the restrooms for the Theater in the Wild. Now, if you're counting it as part of DinoLand like I do, this is one of 3 of the restrooms in DinoLand. We have made it to the Theater in the Wild, featuring Finding Nemo the Musical, which is about a 40-minute show. Happens probably like 5-6 times a day, so again, check the Times Guide if you're wanting to see a show. The nice thing is that it is an inside air-conditioned show. It is a Broadway-style musical, so they bring, you know, the movie to life through song, as well as puppets.
Incredible puppeteering.
Incredible puppeteering. I feel like everyone's always like, oh, Festival of Lion King's the best, and it is. But they did a really good job making a movie that's not a musical into a musical.
Yeah, they added songs.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
And then right behind us is the Rivers of Light. We are one side for standby and dining package. But if we were to continue going past the Fast Pass entrance for Finding Nemo the Musical, that's when we would enter the Circus Zong part of Asia, and as you can see off in the distance, Expedition Everest. Let's head back towards DinoLand.
To where the sidewalk ends, aka DinoLand U.S.A.
Yeah, so instead of going straight, we're gonna go off to the left to enter DinoLand. This is Corey's favorite land. Why, Corey?
All sorts of reasons. They're currently hosting Donald's Dino Bash for a very extended period of time. And that's great because you can meet Launchpad McQuack and Chip and Dale in dino onesies. All sorts of good stuff. The land itself is really cool for a lot of reasons. All of the plants in this area are non-flowering plants because flowers wouldn't have existed like 65 million years ago. So they just kept it that way for our dino land. When you find a fossil somewhere, or a big one, or a ton of them like they did here, 2 industries show up: tourism and science. So you get both in DinoLand. You come in on a road because a lot of places you find fossils are podunk little nothing towns with like one big main road, and you get all these signs for like roadside attractions of fossils and stuff. And then you get Chester and Hester's like Dino-Rama. No joke, that's the name, Dino-Rama. It's a midway. And as much as I think that the midways in like Universal are stupid and a cash grab, I like this one a lot. Because it makes sense why it's here, and it's cute. The only thing I don't love, Primeval World.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I don't get it. But they do have Triceratops Spin, which is just Dumbo or Aladdin's carpets or like the rocket.
And this is one of the few attractions that does not have Fast Pass offerings. Everyone does the standby line. Primeval Whirl is kind of like a coaster, and we can get a little closer to it, but it's a coaster where the ride vehicle you're in actually spins. So it can be very like nauseating and just bumpy, but it does have a height requirement. So
I'm not trying to say don't do it, it's just not my cup of tea.
Right, exactly, exactly.
They also have the Dino Diner over there. Boop. And it's got a lot of good stuff.
It is open seasonally though, so not always.
In the summer if you're coming.
Absolutely. So let's keep heading this way, because as Corey mentioned, there's a lot of things that happen when you find fossils. Now, if we continue heading this way but take this right, this is where the boneyard is, which is like
incredible.
Which is, yeah, it's incredible. It has.
Take your kids here.
Well, kids, adults, I don't know. It's just like a fun area to explore.
I feel like it is completely underutilized by our guests. I think that nobody comes. They're here for the rides, and they don't come here.
Yeah.
Which is super sad because it's open from 10 to 9, and you can like dig up bones.
Right? So, it's pretty cool. And there's like a slide, and just like plenty of area to roam around. So if you ever came to Disney's Hollywood Studios, or when it was MGM Studios and they had the Honey, I Shrunk the Kid playground, this is kind of the equivalent here. But like there's a big like connecting bridge all the way to the other side. I don't know, it's just
I don't
pretty
know
cool.
if he still does, but Pluto met here for a little bit at the start of
Oh,
the
and just like
Dino
roamed
Bash.
around in here?
Inside. He was
Okay.
digging up bones. There's a radio station that plays in DinoLand, and there's like a disc jockey who like, if you've ever been to the Halloween party at Magic Kingdom and you go to Adventureland, they have a pirate radio station hosted by a pirate. It's similar, but it's like themed to this area. They have their own radio.
So that's why you hear them playing current bops like they are right now. Okay. Right here is the Welcome Center. This is where Donald would be meeting throughout the day. But what's the fun fact?
It used to be before Dino Bash, where Goofy and Pluto met. It's a gas station, and it has a mural there that's like, welcome to, you know, like whatever. I think that's fun because in like popular, it's less scientific when you say it this way, but a lot of our dinosaurs turned into the fuel that we use in our cars, like petrol and stuff like that. Fun facts, didn't make it.
Oh, okay. Okay, way to go, babe. But right across from that is, again, Triceratops Spin and Primeval World. Now, Primeval World is not up and running currently, but that is the ride system. There's a like roller coaster track, but then again, it's a big circular ride vehicle that spins and bumps and things like that.
This is the less scientific side, obviously. And if you look at all the dinosaurs, they all have belly buttons. And the reason that is because it's just adds to the silliness of it. If you're a dinosaur, you were hatched. You don't have an umbilical cord, you don't have a belly button. So it's just fun that the less scientific side is like really exaggerated, that they're not getting it. So,
Right.
I like that.
That's fun. Right across the way from all of that is the gift shop for, basically it's technically the gift shop for Dinorama, but if you exit Dinosaur, you naturally kind of come through it as well as the gift shop for Dinosaur itself. Now, during Dino Bash, which again doesn't always happen, but right now it's just been extended, there'd be a dance party here. But then just past the gift shop is the restroom for this part of DinoLand USA. So this is technically considered restroom 1 of DinoLand, but 2 if you're counting Theater in the Wild's restroom. Let's head back and head now towards the more scientific side. Just past Dinorama is where you will find Restaurantosaurus, and attached to it, where that like tan tent is technically the Restaurantosaurus Lounge, the new bar that we have here in DinoLand.
It used to just be an extra room inside the restaurant. They recently converted it. It's nice.
Last I knew, it was still in its testing phase, so it may become permanent. Who knows? But Corey, since this is your favorite land, what can you tell us about this part?
Well, this was all part of... Okay, so if you're conducting like archaeological digs and you're, you know, running some science over here, the cheapest and most effective way to do that is with interns. This is where they slept and lived. It's all connected to, it's like, this is where they would live and sleep and eat and all that stuff. And then they have additional parts. So like that tent that she was talking about where it's a bar now is where they would store all of their like finds and stuff. So it's just like uncatalogued fossils and things like that in there right now. So but yeah, if you like look, there's like, it's like college
some chairs
people,
and stuff.
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like there's like giant lawn darts with plungers around here and stuff like that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. As well as they have a little walk-up counter, so if you don't want to necessarily go in, but like I say go in and eat because there's plenty of seating, which by the way, this camper is actually part of the seating. I didn't know that until I got to do a tour of Dinosaur because I'm a cast member. I got the like privilege of doing that because I signed up for it. So we got to do a walking tour of the ride. But anyway, they also took us on a walking tour of DinoLand, and that's where I realized that that's actually like an eating area.
The story goes that all of the college interns needed extra money because it doesn't pay well to do like unpaid internship with, you know, archaeology. So they converted their living space into a restaurant.
try to make a little extra
That's
money.
why, like, you get all these like weird additions, like that's parked there and that's part of the seating, and the tent is like butted up right against it, and that's part of the seating.
They were just trying to like add stuff on.
Add space.
Got it. Now, during Donald's Dino Bash, over there is where Scrooge McDuck meets. And over on this side of Restaurantosaurus is where Launchpad McDuck also meets. McQuack. Sorry, not a real fan. I'm sorry. There he is. There you go. That's the official signage for the Restaurantosaurus Lounge, pointing you towards the little tent over here where they've got, looks like a little menu. Well, that's the menu for Restaurantosaurus, and then menu for the lounge itself.
I've had one of these.
How
I
is
can't
this?
remember which. Oh, that one.
That one?
Primordial Booze.
Oh yeah, we shared that one. But then right across from it is where a few more characters meet. So let's go quickly look at that. Now this is considered part of Cretaceous Trail, and this is where Daisy's meeting and Cory the dinosaur.
Yep, sorry with a K.
But then if you head this way, this is where the chipmunks should be meeting. And I believe in another video where we did meet them, we talked about how they kind of came and created all their own signs out of random stuff.
Donald did not invite them.
Yeah, because they were not originally invited. Oh look, they're just chilling back here. Should we go meet them?
Yeah.
Okay. They're just hanging out. Hi friends! Hello! We did! I'm so excited. Hi, hello! Can I give you guys a hug? I love your hug. Thank you. Hi. Oh, how are you? Look at you. Yeah, look at you. So good, so good. Here, let me. Alrighty, that was precious.
I love them.
Sorry, we stopped and talked with them for a while. I never know how to use the camera when I'm with them. I feel more natural just like putting the camera away and chatting with them. But they said that they were gonna make little dinosaur onesies for Peeps and Goop, so that's so nice of them. Oh, no thanks. Is that a grasshopper?
It is a grasshopper.
Wow.
It is a huge grasshopper.
Yeah, no, I'm out. But if you were to just follow this path, as you can see, we are heading back to Dinorama. If we took this path, we'd head back to Dinosaur. So let's head this way. But as you guys saw, stop it. So gross. As you saw, like nobody was there meeting them because nobody knows they're back there. Go give them some love, please. But Donald did not want them there, did not invite them, so they invited themselves.
Made
Like
their own
true
costumes,
party crashers.
made their own signage out of broken garbage. It's nice.
I love them. They're so good.
Mm-hmm.
Now back here, just past the Cretaceous Trail, is where Dinosaur, the attraction, is, or what was formerly known as Countdown to Extinction, hosted by McDonald's. Dinosaur. Anyway, right across from that is some more seating for Restaurantosaurus. But back
in particular has like a ton of really cool art that tells the story of this area too.
Right. But just past that is the third and final restroom for this area, as well as back where there's a little tiny green sign and there's a little bit of grass just past this fan. That is the service relief area. So we've now seen one at First Aid Baby Care on Discovery Island. We've seen one in Pandora on the bridge to Africa, and then one right here.
This was formerly a smoking section in the park. As of May 1st, all of those are gone and they're outside of the parks. I'm personally not a smoker, and so I like never came back here because it was like not my fave.
Same.
But now that it's not a smoking section, it's just a little trail.
Yeah.
There's a ton of shade and there's a ton of little statues of dinosaurs and stuff back here.
Yeah, it's just across from that service animal relief area. So, like,
I've always liked this one. I don't know. I think they closed sections of it down. I think part of it was supposed to be extended queue for dinosaurs.
Yeah, it seemed very much like it could have been queue.
It used to cut through a little better, but
that one's so cool. Oh yeah, that looks like that's part of queue that could have been here. Wow, to think about how much queue there is for dinosaur. Dang.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they could have needed it when it first opened.
Yeah.
But now I don't think people are freaking out about it as much as they are about like Pandora.
Yeah.
The other side is a little nicer. It cuts straight through to the entrance.
So we've also got 2 dinosaurs back here, as well as, I haven't been pointing them out, so sorry, but the Wilderness Explorer booth is kind of tucked back here. But my favorite dinosaur of all is this one. This was my favorite one that we learned about when I did the DinoLand tour, because the cast member who took us on the tour talked about how this is an exact copy of the one that's in the Chicago Field Museum. So Dino Soup. There's also a sweet documentary about it on Netflix called Dinosaur 13. And it was really good. I would highly recommend watching it if you have the time.
The gist of it was that this was uncovered and nobody could tell who it belonged to because there was like a dispute over whose land it was found on.
Because there was really no like obvious contract when they found it.
And through a series of like unfortunate events, it was about to be sold privately and never seen again. And it was the most complete T-Rex ever found at the time.
Yep.
Also the biggest.
Oh yeah.
And so what ended up happening was a bunch of companies like Disney and McDonald's bound together to purchase it and donate it to a museum.
It belongs in a museum.
If you go to the Chicago Field Museum to see her, it's mostly complete, but the bones that are highlighted in red, I believe, they're like some red bones on that one, are the ones that they had to fabricate themselves, but everything else is like complete.
But there's like very few of them that are red. I think they remember talking about. But just past it is the actual entrance to Dinosaur. It does have a height requirement, as well as this ride is the same exact ride system as Indiana Jones over in California. You could ride Indiana Jones as your last ride in California, fly out here and make this your first ride, and you would be able to tell the differences, like where the snake is and where the bridge is. It's a pretty cool experience.
There's only one difference in the track, and it's just like one S-curve, and that's it.
Yep, absolutely. But this ride was, like I said, Countdown to Extinction, and then it became Dinosaur with the overlay of the Iguanodon back when the Dinosaur movie came out. Now, fun fact, as you exit Dinosaur, there's a gift shop back here. But secondary, there's a sign that tells you that you have to go to the right, and that's what leads you to the Chester and Hester's Dinorama gift shop. It's like forcing you from one gift shop to another.
You don't say you have to.
You don't have to go that way.
It that the exit is that way.
Right. So instead, you can just go straight if you don't want to.
That's where you came into the right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go right though.
Let's go right? Okay. We have officially made it full circle all the way around DinoLand USA. And that kind of concludes our walking tour of Disney's Animal Kingdom. So thank you for joining us for all of this fun and excitement. If there's any rides or any trails you want us to actually go on and take you with, let us know and we will do that. But otherwise, thanks for joining us, and we will see you guys real soon. Bye.